Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm Ron Nicoletti. What a beautiful Saturday afternoon. We got 11 races on tap. Let's go right to track announcer Pete Aiello with the scratches and changes for the Saturday card.
The weather is perfect. Partly cloudy skies, temperatures in the upper 80s. The main track fast. The Tapeta track is fast. And the turf course is good. Race 1, scratch the 8, Queen Honesty, and scratch the alternates 13 and 14. Racing at Gulfstream. Good start. From between horses, it's Money on Ice who heads off for the early advantage. Dude Fooling Darling, forwardly positioned by Ferrer today. Up in the middle, here's Awesome Empress trying to get over. In between horses, the first-timer Tariba Dream. Big Bouquet of Roses holds rail position in the blue colors and races about 4 lengths off the speed. Back from there, it's Gossiper together with Take Your Point. Then it's a length and a half back to Bella Carmelina. Just ahead of her is I Love Ireland, then Shining Sky and Starship Dynasty as they chase the speed of Money on Ice. Money on Ice to the backstretch leads by a neck over Awesome Empress in second. Dude Fooling Darling is keen while ready to go in third. At the rail, it's Big Bouquet of Roses who shuffled back a touch. Gossiper's also keen, and she's going to race between horses. Bella Carmelina is racing behind the speed with Take Your Point out in the middle. Then it's a length and a half to Tariba Dream. She spotted the leader about 7 lengths, working ahead of I Love Ireland, then Starship Dynasty and Shining Sky. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Up front, it's still Awesome Empress. In front, the length and a quarter, Dude Fooling Darling is there second. A length and a half back to Gossiper, who splits horses and moves into third. Outside, it's Take Your Point, dropping back Money on Ice, trying to wind it up from the back. I Love Ireland, Bella Carmelina, and Big Bouquet of Roses. Off the turn and the stretch drive, the leader is Awesome Empress. Has the lead by a length and a quarter. Dude Fooling Darling is second. Toward the outside, Gossiper surging forward on the outside, and Gossiper and Edgar Perez have surged to the lead. Dude Fooling Darling tries to stay with her, but it's Patter Pop and Jenny Young in the opener. It's Gossiper in front. Dude Fooling Darling was second. I think Take Your Point is third from Bella Carmelina in 136 and 3. And they're off. Good start for this favorite, Ford Steele. He was away mid-flight, beat to the punch by Rated by Merit, who's front and center for Rios. Rated by Merit to the top. Ford Steele is on the press now to move and challenge for the lead in second. In my satisfaction, he's in the red shadow roll racing into the top 3. I know is next with Friolento on the outside. 2.5 back to Party Hardy, and the trailer after a slow break is Gold Thief. To the far turn they go, Rated by Merit and Jesus Rios by half a length. Ford Steele on the outside tries to cling to him second. They've gone 2.5 better than Lawler, who's now into third. I know is asked to quicken while fourth. That's all for Friolento. My satisfaction drops back, out-kicked early Party Hardy, and a long way last is Gold Thief. They're under the top of the stretch, and Rated by Merit held together nicely, still in front. Ford Steele working harder to get on terms. 3 back to Lawler, then I know. Off the turn and the stretch drive, Rios, he says go with Rated by Merit. Rated by Merit is going indeed. Opening a 6-length lead on the rest of the field as Ford Steele wondered what happened and tries to hold on to second. Rated by Merit for the St. Elias stable, a sharp debut winner by Battalion Runner and 7 lengths in front. Ford Steele was second from Lawler in third. Then I know, and Party Hardy in 110 and 2. They're off in the Curlin Florida Derby. After 3 quarters in 112 and 1, Known Agenda is now on to take over the lead.
Elias Stable. Florida Derby winner, Known Agenda.
Whether you're new to the world of horse racing or a seasoned professional, we have something for everyone here at the National Museum of Racing and Hall of Fame. From fine art to legendary artifacts, our mission is to preserve and promote the history of thoroughbred racing in America and honor the sport's most accomplished participants. Open year-round and located on Union Avenue, right across from Saratoga Racecourse, adding to the rich history surrounding the oldest racetrack in America. Visit racingmuseum.org.
They're off. Carson begins well from the outside. Macazan has speed from the rail, and Macazan will land the early lead. Carson is away in second from Jackson's Webb in third. At the rail goes Ford Attitude. Out in the middle is El Rojo Vivo, and lagging well behind today is Modern Lane, as the speed is on with Macazan and Carson 1-2. Macazan and Harmony on top by half a length. On the outside, it's Carson in second. From between horses, Yellow Blinkers of Jackson's Webb. At the rail, Black Cap of Ford Attitude in front of El Rojo Vivo, and still well back to Modern Lane. The opening quarter, not that taxing, 22-3. They have less than half a mile to run. The leader is Macazan, on top by a length and a quarter. From between horses, Jackson Webb pokes his head into second. That'll send Carson 3 wide third. 2.5 to a driven Ford Attitude. He's not responding yet. Outside El Rojo Vivo. And Modern Lane, last of all the half, was 45-3. They run to the top of the stretch, and here's a move from Jackson's Webb on the outside of Macazan. These two continue to spar, well clear of Carson, who's not doing much running. Modern Lane trying to get rolling from the back, and they're at the top of the stretch. Inside, Macazan battles back and takes the lead again. Jackson's Webb is back to second. The battle strictly for minor placings as Carson tries to hold off Ford Attitude and Modern Lane. Macazan has put him away. It's Macazan and jockey Misael Jaramillo striding clear with a 6-length lead. Good battle here for second. Modern Lane closes a ton of ground, but I think he missed second. Jackson's Webb slowing down, but I think he held. Then it's Carson fourth for the Super and 124-2. And they're off. Slow to start, Don't Answer. Quick to break is Gallopan, who heads off for the early advantage from Grand Bay, who's the big white blazed horse. He's away in the top flight. Mr. American covers him up on the outside with our Fortune Cookie into the top flight. At the rail, XY Face, Bourbon Warriors on the far outside. Then back to Romping Runner ahead of Mayhem in the Palace, and the trailer is Don't Answer. To the far turn they go. There's 3 furlongs from home, and it's Gallopan with a wall of pursuers. In the blue colors is the race favorite, Mr. American. He's on to challenge. Outside, it's Bourbon Warrior. In between horses, our Fortune Cookie. XY Face, he looks to get lucky toward the rail. Meanwhile, Leon is circumnavigating on Mayhem in the Palace, way out in the center. Off the turn and the stretch drive, Mr. American challenging Gallopan for the lead. Gallopan just brushed the rail. Mr. American now has a clear advantage. Don't Answer's running home with XY Face, but it's 7-5. Mr. American has bid this field a pleasant Saturday good afternoon. Mr. American driven out by Nick of Time stable to win by 2. Second is XY Face. Third, Romping Runner. Then Don't Answer, 57-2. And they're off. Ragman quick to begin. Joe from Kiev has speed. Splitting horses Grand Tower's on the go. The favorite Grand Tower marching toward the lead. Ragman is 3 wide. Joe from Kiev is tightened up toward the inside. Off heels a bit is Prince David racing together with Rapscallion. The early trailer is the newcomer Bernard Theater. They chase the class-dropping Grand Tower, who has it a length and a half. Ragman is second from Joe from Kiev, who's third at the inside. Rapscallion's in the white cap on the far outside, and in amongst rivals is Prince David. Out the back is Bernard Theater. That's the field, a field of 6 as they complete the opening quarter in just 25 and 1. The leader is Grand Tower, but Rapscallion's not happy with the tempo, and Jaramillo's going on the attack, and he's going on it right now. Here's Rapscallion to challenge Grand Tower from the lead as the pace picks up. From behind the speed, Joe from Kiev, then Ragman and Prince David, and badly outkicked is Bernard Theater. They make their way now to the final 3 furlongs. They went 49 and 1 for the opening half mile. With the advantage, it's still Grand Tower. He puts Rapscallion back in his rearview mirror and opens 3.5. From second, that's still Rapscallion trying to gain ground again with Joe from Kiev and Ragman, then Prince David and Bernard Theater. They make their way now to the final quarter of a mile, and Grand Tower's lead is a length and a quarter as Rapscallion tries to muster another effort. These two are still 3 better than Joe from Kiev, then the Ragman. They come past the final quarter-mile mark, and Grand Tower roused on the top end by Edwin G., and he's gone. It's Grand Tower by 3. Rapscallion has done everything he can, but he can't reach him. Joe from Kiev is now third. It's Grand Tower in front. Grand Tower at even money reports home a 2-length winner. Rapscallion is second. Joe from Kiev is third. Prince David is fourth. Ian 142 and 2. And they're off. Level enough beginning. Jaeger, one of the first into stride in the middle. Here's speed from Banneker moving up. Banneker to shove a neck in front of Jaeger by the wire the first time. From between horses, Tis the Coast. Nearest the inside, Sir Banana Brian. Back from there, Motivo has rail position, and in between horses, Battle of Dover. Out a bit deep on the course from that high draw is Manhattan Boy. He's dropped better than 7 lengths off the lead. 2 back to Kuwait Towers, then Barry the Builder. The favorite finds himself with 3 behind him, and those 3 include Calypso Charlie, Lord of the Nile, and the early trailer Summer Storm Strick. The opening quarter was 23 strong seconds, and Banneker, working out in the 3 lane, has the lead. 3 parts now a length better than Tis the Coast in second. Sir Banana Brian, he races in third. Motivo has made stealthy progress. He's racing inside of Battle of Dover. 2 back to Jaeger, together with Manhattan Boy. They're 2 in front of Kuwait Towers, who's had some pace to chase. He's in front of the favorite. That favorite is Barry the Builder, still with 3 behind him. And they remain Summer Storm Strick, Lord of the Nile, and Calypso Charlie. They leave the backstretch and they round the 4 turn. The pace has been quick. They went 45 and 4 for a half mile, and Banneker starts to feel the strain. He's a length in front, winding up from the outside. Manhattan Boy in between horses. Motivo warming to the task. Sir Banana Brian. Jaeger is right there. Over the top, here comes the late run from Barry the Builder. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. Barry starts to hit high gear. He's fourth in closing with an 1/8 of a mile left. Manhattan Boy lugging in a touch. That does him no favors. Here comes Barry the Builder, front and center. Barry the Builder gets up to win it. Second is Manhattan Boy. Third is Battle of Dover, and fourth was Motivo. Then Jaeger in 135 and 1. And they're off. Good start From the center of the track, it's Check the Grade who heads off for the early lead. Check the Grade off the lead now by a neck. From the inside, She's a Ragin' Cajun is their second. Moving up on the outside is the favorite Gitana. Wide on the course is Ideal Breeze. So Gitana's going to get tightened up for racing room. She got eased back to race in fifth. No harm done there. 3 wide is Barbara. Down at the rail, Magic Moonstar beat to the punch today in front of Nike Can. And Drinks on Me is last. They round the far turn, and Gitana's in a world of hurt now. She got shuffled back, but she's not picking up her feet at all here. She's actually lost ground as they race to the top of the stretch. Meanwhile, at 50-1, they have Anthony Thomas and Check the Grade to catch. Cajun Fantasy, the major danger, and she looks like she's going right by. Here comes Cajun Fantasy to take the lead an eighth of a mile out. She's a Ragin' Cajun is now up into second. Check the Grade trying to salvage a slice at a big price. Late run from Drinks on Me. It's all Cajun Fantasy. She's in front. Second, She's a Ragin' Cajun. Closer third, Drinks on Me, or Barbara in 56-3. And they're off. Good start for everyone. Tappett's Direction, one of the first into stride. Moving to him is Down in the Valley. Antillian from the top shelf. One of the favorites, Awesome Train, is toward the back of the field. And the other favorite is Last, Lookin' Asa, as improving at the rail, Chacharero. Out of the chute onto the main track with Antillian, the long shot leader. He's 2 on top of Tappett's Direction in second. In between horses, Down in the Valley, and Chacharero makes it almost 4 in line. From Awesome Train, who's allowed to settle fifth behind the early skirmish. The opening quarter was just 25-1. The early trailer is Lookin' Asa. They head to the half-mile point. They're across the course here, and Tappett's Direction wasn't happy with the tempo, and he's up to take the lead now. At the inside, it's Chacharero. On the far outside, Antillian. From between horses, Down in the Valley. Guided to the clear is Awesome Train to launch his bid. 2.5 off the lead. A gap of 2 more to the trailer, Lookin' Asa, as they went 48-1 for a picked-up half-mile. Around the far turn they go. So that was a big-time second quarter. That's good news for Lookin' Asa fans, as he's now starting to hit high gear. Shown open racetrack by Edwin Gonzalez, and 5 wide on the course. Tappett's Direction has the lead. Sweeping run coming, red colors. Lookin' Asa's on the scene now. Back to third is Down in the Valley. That's all for Antillian. Awesome Train didn't fire. They're at the top of the stretch. Here's Lookin' Asa with a bold bid, but Tappett's Direction tries to kick away. These two an eighth of a mile out. Tappett's Direction is in front. Lookin' Asa's now second, but he's backs against the wall now. From the outside, Down in the Valley. Final 16th of a mile. Tappett's Direction responding on the outside. Lookin' Asa one more time. Tappett's Direction. Lookin' Asa. Tappett's Direction. He was up to the task. He turned away Lookin' Asa, who had no excuse at all. He was second. Down in the Valley is third. Awesome Train is fourth in 139 flat. And they're off. Inside, Typee, one of the first into stride. Outside, Big Band Luzianne is on the go. So the inside and outside horses are quicker, and Big Band Luzianne proves the superior speed. Typee's reined back. Splitting horses now is Olympic Prank, with Pure Magic Girl looking for some place to race. Holding down the rail is Bella also. Out in the middle on the Nile with Fancy Martini. 2 back to Sweet Sweet Fantasy. Then Typee, who was with the leaders at the start but backed off to race second last. The early trailer is Violet Gibson. Around the first turn they go, chasing the speed of Big Band Luzianne. She's a length and a half in front. At the rail, Bel Rosso is now second. Pure Magic Girl is third. 3 wide, Olympic Prank is fourth. Out there fifth, Fancy Martini. Very wide on that turn is On the Nile. Spun out in the 5 or 6 path there. Back from the inside, it's Typee together with Sweet Sweet Fantasy. And still unhurried at the back is Violet Gibson. She spots the leader about 8 lengths through a half mile in a quick 46-2. Pace is honest as they head to the half-mile point, and Big Band Luzian is now a 5-length leader. From between horses, Pure Magic Girl, Belroso's at the rail, Fancy Martini is 3 wide. Typey warms to the task for Sunny Leone, but now she needs some place to go. Sweet Sweet Fantasy got started ahead of her, and now into the clear comes Violet Gibson. She has clear racetrack from there. That's all for Olympic Prank, and at the back now is On the Nile. Up front is Big Band Luzian. 3/4, 109 and 4. Big Band Luzian wheels for home on top by 6. Fancy Martini is second. Down the center, Violet Gibson begins to finish up. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. Big Band Luzian, her strides are shortening. Meanwhile, Violet Gibson is storming home down the center. Here comes Violet Gibson. On the inside, Big Band Luzian. Violet Gibson getting up. Violet Gibson nails Big Band Luzian, who loses a heartbreaker, while second. Fancy Martini is third. Sweet Sweet Fantasy and Typey next. 141 and 3. They're off. Racing in the Azalea. Not an especially good start for Marshmallow Queen. A smooth beginning for race favorite R. Harper Rose, and she's headed off for the advantage, taking on early is Stiletto Heels, and away in third is Fields of Green. Musia, a bit flat-footed at the start herself. She's now racing in fourth in front of Hall and Ice. In the green cap, she's now fifth. At the inside, it's Marshmallow Queen, and the early trailer is Candy Gray. The early leader is R. Harper Rose. To the opening quarter with R. Harper Rose, and Edgar Zayas there in 22 and 1. Stiletto Heels keeps her honest while second. Musia at the rail is now third. Fields of Green is there fourth. 2 back to Hall and Ice, she's now fifth, about 5 lengths off the speed. In front of the 2 at the back, they are Marshmallow Queen and Candy Gray. They round the far turn, 5/16 from home. R. Harper Rose has the lead. Here's the Barn Buddy. Hall and Ice, sharp move on the outside and up to challenge for the lead. In between horses, Stiletto Heels. Underway from the back is Candy Gray. Musia down at the rail is still patiently handled by Perez with no place to go. R. Harper Rose trying to get out. Now Hall and Ice has taken a clear lead. R. Harper Rose throws up the white flag, and Hall and Ice set sail for the money, 4 lengths to the good. Musia is now second. Candy Gray down the center. R. Harper Rose backpedals and backpedals badly as Hall and Ice draws off smartly. Hall and Ice, the Arkansas-bred daughter of Coal Front, running up the score under Amisael Jaramillo. They win the Azalea by 6. Musia was second, Candy Gray third, then Stiletto Heels and R. Harper Rose, 122 and 3. And runners away. Stumbling and unseating the rider was Quattro Centro. The 5, Quattro Centro, is out of the race. Catch a Tiger was away quickly and reaches out for the early advantage. From goes the Clown, who moves up on the outside second. Jimbo Bailey is down toward the inside as they negotiate the loose horse who's going to run up on the inside here. Out in the middle is From the Clouds. Working between horses is Devilment as they charge around that first turn. Catch a Tiger still clear as this loose horse Quattro Centro It's going to hopefully get out of the way here through the opening quarter in 23 seconds flat. Toward the back of the field is Come to Papa with Midnight Council just ahead of him. The quarter was 23 flat. Catch a Tiger has the lead by about 4 now over Jimbo Bailey, who's a joint second with Goes the Clown in third. They've gone 3 better than Devilment. He races in the 4th position now. He's better than 9 lengths off this breakaway leader. Then back to the team of Midnight Council and From the Clouds. Life is Precious is with Come to Papa and Saltwater Cowboy at the back of the group. They went the half in 46-1. They leave the backstretch and move on to the 4 turn. Catch a Tiger has the lead. Armio trying to negotiate the loose horse and go on the attack with Goes the Clown, and here he comes. These top 2 have a big gap on the rest of the field. Trying to wind it up from the back is a 3 wide From the Clouds. 3/4, 110 flat. Catch a Tiger. 3-2 and still rolling here. He puts away Goes the Clown for the time being, and it's still a big gap to the rest, led by From the Clouds and Saltwater Cowboy. Off the turn in the stretch drive, Goes the Clown. Tries again. Catch the Tiger tries to finish it up. Inside the final furlong, Catch a Tiger still has the lead. Goes the Clown, ducks to the rail, but he's second and not making any ground on Catch a Tiger, who's in front. Catch a Tiger a length and a half better than Goes the Clown second. Up for third, Come to Papa. Then Life is Precious and Saltwater Cowboy for the high 5. 140-3.
And that wraps up Saturday's action. And what a day it was. But we're back here on Sunday with a 10-race card. Our first race post on Sunday, like every day, 12:55 p.m. Boy, you got to be at Gulfstream Park.